Yeah, welcome to my 35 Multimedia Talk Radio. We got one of the greatest battle rappers to ever walk the earth.
I'm alright.
Yo, the gatekeeper. Put your niggas out, Swave Sevah up in the building. What's good with this Swave?
I said doing this show because I ain't in the movie yet, D. What's up?
Hey, Swave, nice to meet you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been following culture for a long time. I appreciate the respect and the material you've been bringing and your impact, man. It's nice to have you on the phone, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate all them kind words. And I tell G Soldier put me in a movie, goddammit.
Yeah, it's coming, bro. We got to work.
I'm gonna hit you up. Like, Swave, you ready? Right. Yeah, we got my other partner, Justin. He ain't here. He usually be on the call with us, so it's just me and Q Dog today. So,
all right, I'm gonna have to fly to St. Louis and just be like, "Yo, what's up? We filming today?"
Hey, Sway, I'm building up my battle rap series to put you with it. You're gonna be one of the, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be one of the antagonists.
I see it. I'm telling you, I see
when
it.
I gotta catch the flight, bro. That's it.
I'm trying to build this series up because it's gonna pop. So I want you to be the antagonist coming from New York. Kill, get it. Nah, Sway, but bro, man, what you got coming up on the battle stuff?
Right now, I keep it real. I done turned down a bunch of, but I don't have nothing booked. I got a couple offers that I'm going over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have nothing booked. I had an offer to battle Av in Florida, but I'm hearing Av is playing. So I'm not chasing nobody no more. We're not doing that.
So speaking today, let's dive into this. Why do you think people fear you or run away from you in a battle? Why do you think people scared the battle you swear?
Yeah, to me, man. I had somebody tell me I was unapproachable. And that shit kind of broke my heart. Like, are you serious? Like, I'm not the nigga that be at events. So you've been at wild events with me.
Yeah.
Am I ever the one wilding or bugging?
No, you cool, bro. Hella cool.
Yeah, so it's like
when you came up here to say So why Sway? What about you makes them scared to battle you though?
The fact that I put reality. I'm a realist, my nigga. I'm not big. Like I read everything. I read the Bible. I read the Quran. I read Buddha. I read mad religions, bro. 5% Nation. I read all of them. I don't really follow them. Like, I'm not a real big religious person, but I do take pieces from each and every one of them that applies to my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually a smart practice. A lot of people look at me. You know, I do the same thing pretty much. A lot of people look at me like I'm wishy-washy when it comes to it. But I feel like at the end of the day, all of these textbooks, all of these religious texts, they're instruction booklets on life, and a lot of these lessons are extremely important.
Right, and I got into it with my uncle and my sister because they're very religious, they're Christians and all that. But when we were talking Donald Trump, and every time we say something about Donald, every time like Donald Trump do something, I'm a realist. I call it like I see it. But they bringing up Jesus and God, and I'm like, yo, we can't go off of that because everybody in the world don't believe in Jesus. Everybody in the U.S. don't believe. We're not even gonna say the world because Trump is not president of the world. He's president of the U.S. So let's U.S. Everybody in the U.S. ain't Jesus. Don't believe in Jesus, but it's a known fact that everybody in the U.S. our president is Trump. So we got to deal with him on that level. We can't use religion because everybody don't go by the same religion in the U.S. So it's just like religion is a dead point when you come to politics. To me, like I can't argue with you about the bullshit Trump doing, and you talking about if God has it so that Trump. Well, listen. I can't argue with you about it. I don't know what God has it for Trump. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what God you're referring to. Like, because apparently everybody has a different one. So.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that 100%. And with that being said, I'm so upset Justin is not on the phone call right now. He definitely.
Yeah. It's you know what I mean? So I'm just a realist. So why I think niggas afraid of me in battle rap? Because I feel like when you go against Swave, it's not really many punchlines you can do. A lot of punchlines don't work on me. Because when I start rapping, I put shit in the way I put shit in the eyes of the people. I'm a down-to-earth nigga. So when you talk to a down-to-earth nigga, down-to-earth put shit in perspective for niggas. So perspective. I like to paint a picture of who you are. 9 times out of 10, people walk away from battles with me feeling away because I probably exposed some shit about them that was true. And they probably ain't want the world to hear it. Or I give you a life lesson. Like, I just battled B-Dot.
Oh, man. Well, you said if I knock you unconscious, do that make you conscious? Bro, that line was crazy.
Thanks.
There was a lot of truthful angles I came with B-Dot. Like, a lot of people, like speaking of B-Dot, he told me he didn't understand how I did the jail shit in the beginning of my third. But that's because I know a lot of niggas in jail that when niggas start preaching to niggas in jail, niggas be like, yo, get the fuck away from me with that shit. So I want to basically just say, okay, every battle I see you in, B-Dot, you preach it, bro. After a while, niggas gonna be like, yo, you ever, my nigga, y'all not from Harlem, but y'all got them niggas out of St. Louis that, like Israelites, like you walk by the street, them niggas.
Oh, yeah, we definitely got them.
Yo,
definitely.
some niggas get on my nerve, and it's just like, yo, y'all don't have to no for an answer. That's why I don't even like keeping eye contact with them, because it's like, moment you make eye contact, they want to try to preach to you, and it's like, yo, dude, I'm not even into that.
Yeah, I met one that was respectful. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a loud individual. He was cool, calm, and collected. But all the other ones fit the stereotype. Aggressive, insult your intelligence when you don't agree with them. All of it.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, and then religion is subject to interpretation.
Yes, sir.
So me and you could read the same passage and get two different interpretations from it, and we arguing. No, we just read the exact same words. You know what I mean? I'm not into all that. So what I do, if it affects my life a certain way, I preach how it affected me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep, and that's all we really can do.
I'm a realist, and I use my realism in battles, bro. You know what I mean? Like, not throwing shots or nothing, but let's use T-Top because he always talk about drug game. Now, if I find out T-Top ain't selling drug in his life, it's coming out of my battle, bro. Because that's all you talk about. So now, perspective of you, I'm gonna change the audience perspective of you by preaching my truth. My nigga, I just did the research to find out you never sold a dime bag.
So when you take your opponent's way, is that what you do? Do you try to, when you get your opponent, do you try to find something about them that you feel is not real and attack them on that? Like, you focus on that?
Because I'm a realist, I do, but at the same time, a lot of opponents are just fake individuals, period. And you probably not find nothing, so you probably just got to bar them to death. But when you got a person that built a whole persona off of some real shit, and then you find out that the real shit he built himself off of ain't even real, I'm going to change your life if you battle me, bro.
And when it comes to the realism of your rounds, I just want to say that, like, the Goonies versus Team Hami battle, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, y'all calling Ryder pussy, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what in the world is making them say this about this man? And then it's like down the line, that whole fiasco with whether he's Cave Gang or not, and Av just like, no, that nigga ain't Cave Gang. And Ryder just like sitting there taking it like, okay, then, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, nigga, if you want to be down, nigga, say you down. That nigga ain't no dictator.
It's funny you brought that up because our whole purpose of doing that, I always got a pussy vibe off of Ryder, bro. He one of them niggas that don't speak unless you speak to him, which gives me the impression that you speak because you're scared. You scared to speak or you speak because you're scared. Mm-hmm. You understand me? He not one of the niggas that walk in the room and just be lively, like, yo, what up, y'all? You know, G, so you witness. When you see me walk in the room, I'm like, what? Yo, what's up, everybody? What's good? What's good?
Yeah,
what's good?
yeah.
Who got the Who wants smoke?
Even when you came to St. Louis, you was the same.
I come in the room and go harbor in a corner somewhere until somebody see me and go, oh, what's up, Swave? Oh, how you doing? I don't do that. I make myself known. My presence is felt. Mm-hmm. I could be in a room for 3 hours and not even notice Ryder until somebody say his name. Oh, shit, you here?
Yeah, Ryder definitely give off that vibe like, oh, nigga, I ain't know you battle rap. Like niggas just know him for years to look at him and be like, I ain't know you battle rap, bro. Also, when niggas say certain tough shit, I can see it in their face. You don't even believe this shit you saying. Right now, you saying it because it rap and it sound good, but that's not you. You understand me? Mm-hmm. And Ryder, so the whole pussy shit was, and then there's an incident that I witnessed that made me. There was another incident that I witnessed that made me feel that way about him. What you witnessed? Put it up in the air.
Oh man, I don't want to put niggas' names out there, but let's just say there's a chick out there. I don't want to put her name because she really don't mess with battle rap no more. But she used to be she's not a rapper. She's like a blogger, but she used to be at all of events. But she started messing with somebody. She started messing with the cousin of a battle rapper. The battle rapper she started messing with is Show Off. She started messing with Show Off cousin, and apparently stopped messing with Show Off cousin because I think he put hands on her or something. Mm-hmm. And whatever happened, she bad. I don't even know the whole story, but I know we was at an event and her and Show Off got into it, right? And Show Off kind of went off on her, started calling her all kinds of crazy bitches. And, the girl was out there crying and all that. So I kind of stepped in like, yo, Show, chill. That's a female, la, 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 la. So he kind of calmed down and then he got into his ride and he went about his business. So I stepped up like, yo, you all right? And he was like, yeah. She started going off on Show Off, calling him a fraud and all this other shit. And I was just like, yo, go home. So as I'm talking to her, mind you, I'm mad cool with her. So this is why I stepped up in the first place. But as I'm talking to her, Ryder walked up. You know me? And then I'm telling her, yo, get home safe. Yo, you need where you going? You got to ride? You need car fare? Like, I'm sitting there talking to her like that. She like, nah, I'm cool. I'm with him. And she pointed the Ryder. So the first thing that jumped in my head, like, you had this nigga Show Up calling her all kinds of bitches and you standing in there? And she with you?
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
That's like, straight wow.
Because of that, until she said it. And I was like, oh, you with her? He was like, yes, Swave, I got her. And I was like, you got her?
Oh, my God. So I would have never thought that, man. That just shows there's so much that happens behind the scenes in battle rap that never comes to the light, bro. That definitely changes my opinion on rap, even though I already felt like he wasn't about that life anyways. That adds to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's crazy.
That's why let me ask you this way. So do you think URL makes you a priority, or you think they just try to sometimes have you battle lately with PGs or something?
Oh, say it again.
I said, do you think URL makes you a priority, or do they try to call you when they want you to battle like they're PGs or something like that?
Well, I don't know what's up with me and URL. I think URL be trying to play a nigga. And I think the reason why my stock isn't as high as it was at one point is because, not for nothing, and this is real shit, bro. And you can argue with me all you want, but this is something I noticed. And I noticed this in the people. Now, when it comes to battle rap, yes, URL, there was a time when Grind Time was the number one league, but Grind Time died out, so URL picked it up. URL is the number one league in battle rap. URL is the league that every battle rapper, I don't give a fuck who, unless you got beef with Smack or Beasley, it really just don't give a fuck. Every battle rapper wants to touch that stage. At least once. I don't give a fuck who it is. So URL is like the holy grail of battle rap leagues right now, right? And because of that, in the eyes of the fans, because they are the number one league, they are like the NBA of this shit. If it's like the NBA, when the NBA stops backing a certain basketball player, the fans stop backing. Seeing the NBA turn their back, Tracy McGrady was one of the hottest players ever. When he got injured and it started getting traded from team to team, and they stopped putting his name in the lights like that, and NBA stopped saying his name like that, we stopped saying his name like that.
True.
And URL just saying, and
I don't understand why, like, if you're killing people every time, I don't understand why they won't fuck with you, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy.
And this is my thing. I talk to them, they blame it on the battle. Oh, battles don't be wanting to battle you. All right, but when I talk to battle, it's like, yo, son, let's get in the ring. Niggas would be like, yo, set up. I'm like, I go to URL, and then all of a sudden. So this is my whole thing with A-Verb. Like, me and A-Verb would talk, and he'd be like, set it up, and then I go places, and they be telling me A-Verb didn't want to battle. So I'm like, yo, I just spoke to this nigga, and he said he did. You know what I mean? So I don't know who's lying at this point. You know what I mean? And URL does that to me. And now it's to the point where it looks like URL don't fuck with me in the eyes of the fans. So being that it looks like that, they don't fuck with me.
Yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah, that's how I see it. I'm like, okay, so they killing people. Why y'all not giving them a bigger battle?
On my heels, if I come to a URL event, these niggas owe me security money. You know how many fights I just stopped?
So I said that.
You know how many times I stopped the nigga from going upside a nigga head at Smack?
Man, you and Poison Pen be in there breaking up fights
all the time, bro. Like, I owe me security money, nigga. And I just do it out the love of the game. Like, I love battle rap. It would be such a bad day in the culture if like, we are on a good track record, because as black people, and I'm sad to say this, but black people, we haven't had anything that lasted 10 years other than, just name something that black people had that lasted 10 plus years where no drama happened, where no gunfire erupted. We get new clubs shut down all the time because niggas have and fights and cuts. And we ain't have one in battle rap yet. We had a couple fights, but ain't nobody died.
Yeah, ain't nobody died.
That's true.
Ain't nobody bought none yet. Yeah. And we 10 years plus in.
And the closest event to something like that happening was a Troy Ave incident, and that wasn't even battle rap related.
That just happened in a venue that battle raps use, but that wasn't a battle rap event. That was a concert.
Yep.
That wasn't us.
And they allowed it, and like when I say they, I mean the venues. They allowed that to affect the battle rap culture.
I'm talking about.
But as far as battle rap goes, ain't nothing happened.
You could say the disaster jump Mav situation. You could say Mav snuffed 2 niggas, Sirius Jones and Dose. You could say a bunch of Queen of the Ring fights. But other than that, nobody lost a life. It wasn't a whole lot of blood spilled. None of that, bro.
So, Sway, have you talked to like...
How many times I see 2 battle rappers beefing, and you can think it like this: M's and Clean Paper. The way they was talking, I thought them niggas was on site. These niggas just battled. They battled Wild Friendly.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, Swave, I just saw Quinn, the battle where he was telling QP, like, tell him about what happened with see them come to tell him what happened.
That nigga start explaining himself. I'm like, what?
Prime example. Put that battle up, right? Now go back to our punchline niggas don't really work on me. QP is one of them, Conceited. Those niggas was like one of the leading punchline niggas. And they, not for nothing, I give them credit, because they changed the way punchlines was said in battle rap.
Yeah.
That whole Sons clique, Heartless, QP, Conceited, all them niggas, they changed the way niggas was structuring their punchlines.
Yep.
That went up against me, who he claims he's God paid. He claims he's the best writer in the game and got destroyed by me. Why?
30.
It worked on me, bro.
30.
You know why? Because I painted a real picture of this homeboy nigga running on his kid, get punched in your face and left your stroller, my nigga.
Wow.
Back the man. So I don't give a fuck how good your bars is.
I die for my kid. Hey, you gonna have to kill me. Like, real talk, bro. So Sway, what would you say? Who is your hardest opponent you ever had to face?
To this day, probably
Disaster.
You say Disaster?
Yeah.
Why is that?
That's one of my favorite battles I did. And I think before I battled Disaster, first of all, for 2 reasons. For one, after battling the Disaster, he opened me up to a new way of battling, where I went on a streak after that nigga, because he taught me something. Because Disaster was the first guy I ever battled who had so many attributes.
Yeah.
Like, nigga was going off. He was pulling out the air. Then nigga was handling him, turning around and freestyling at the crowd. Like, yeah, I was here. Like, as a nigga, I gotta keep it real. Had I not been a nigga battling him and I was in the audience watching that, I would have been amazed. Like, yo, this nigga crazy.
Real talk.
I was here in front because I was the nigga he battled. Like, oh, nah, he ain't really impressed me. No, he impressed me, my nigga.
And that's the thing about battle rap nowadays. People be so scared to give their credit when it's due, when they step in front of somebody on stage.
Yeah. Yeah, I give niggas credit in a heartbeat. If you impressed me, bro, you got that one. That shit was it. And Disaster impressed me that day. I hear people saying he won. I hear people saying I won. I don't even care, because the battle damn near 1 million views already. It's like one of my favorite battles because it taught me something. Like, I don't really have a lot of battles that taught me something where I walk away and change my stuff. That battle made me change my stuff.
Let me ask you this way: do you regret taking a verb battle?
I regret at the time I took it. but I don't regret it. I don't regret taking it, but I regret taking it at the time because there was a lot going on in my life. And I was sitting there, I had just had a baby. There was a lot going on. And I really wasn't supposed to take that battle because I was needed family-wise. Mm-hmm. I actually fucked up some shit going to that battle. So it was just like, it ate away. You know, me being the real nigga I am, that ate away at me. That I chose that battle over my family. And to this day, I got family members that don't even fuck with me no more because of that. They cut me off. And that hurts. Because I've never been a thirsty nigga like that. But I've been chasing A-Verb for 2 years.
Yeah.
This how God works to me. That's why I lost. Because I wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah. Real talk. I never looked at it like that.
Yeah, G Soldier could tell you. I was on the phone with G Soldier like the whole week before the Verb battle, B.
Yep.
Kicking up my bars. G Soldier could tell you, I had bars for this nigga.
Yes. Oh,
I went up there and it just didn't connect because I wasn't there mentally.
Yeah. That is crazy. So
it's crazy how the timing of a battle influences the result of it.
My nigga, we human at the end of the day. That's what a lot of fans don't tend to see. I
swear.
I used to fight for that battle. But it's like the fans is fans. They gonna be fans. There's a lot of fans that think Tupac's still alive because they just don't want to let him go.
True. That's a perfect example.
Facts. The fans is gonna be fans. Your core audience is gonna remain your core audience, my nigga. And I didn't want to. I should have just let it go, but I know I would have got ridiculed either way because I've been chasing Verb. So had I not took the battle, nigga would have been like, how you chasing a nigga and you gonna turn it down? But I'd rather get that than the ridicule I got for taking it and losing the way I did. You understand me? Because I would have felt better inside because I would have did what I had to do for my family.
Well, at least this nigga ain't beat me. You know what I'm saying?
I would have had to take the loss. I would have did what I had to do for my family. I wouldn't have got cut off by certain members of my family. You feel me? And I was just trying to get that rescheduled. And hopefully I could have got it rescheduled and went into it with a better headset, and it would have went way different. Because even to this day, when I watched that battle, I lost the battle, but Verb didn't beat me because his bars wasn't even that crazy. I lost that battle.
And that's the funny thing. I keep trying to implement that way of thinking in battle rap, but at times I feel like the partner that's not on the call, Justin and Lacey, I feel like they don't understand how a battler can beat themselves in a battle. Their opponent didn't beat them; they just lost it. And like for instance, Surf versus Clips. That's one of the prime examples for me. I feel like Clips didn't say anything crazy to Surf. It's just that Surf choked terribly in both rounds. And then because there are jump edits, like you can tell that they edited out small chokes of Surf's. That was just a terrible battle for him. But Surf did not get beat by Clips. He just lost.
What I say to that is, if you step in the ring, regardless of what's going on, that's not the fans. That's not your opponent fault. You know what I'm saying? If he beat you, then you lost. You know what I'm saying? That's just my perspective. You know what I'm saying? So.
I mean, it goes both ways. Because a nigga can beat himself. Because a nigga could choke all 3 rounds but have better material.
Yeah, real talk.
You know what I mean? I don't mean you lost. You just lost because you wasn't prepared.
Real talk. All right, Swave, because we are on this, I want to talk about the 2 big matches you got in the man versus Hollow.
I don't know, B. That one is, I don't know, man. I'm going to sit that one out. I'm going to just be a fan of both and just.
All right. So I'm going to piggyback off of that. Do you have an opinion on, because I know you saw the snippet of the face-off between them. And you heard Hollow's side of how he viewed their friendship and everything. Have you heard Hollow's side on how he viewed their friendship and stuff?
I've heard it personally.
All right. So what is your opinion on that in contrast to like how Math Hoffa looked at their friendship? Do you think that like it was cool for like Hollow to feel that way about them, or do you like understand that like some people might look at a friendship differently than you would?
I'm gonna say this, right? Cause I'm on the fence, and I'm gonna tell you why. NYB was that Mav started NYB, right?
All right.
So put a couple niggas that he felt like fit the mold. Cortez, Brooklyn Hands, Hollow the Dawn, D Chambers. Like, he put a couple niggas that he felt like fit the mold of NYB to him.
Mm-hmm.
And they became a clique. They became a crew. It got to the point where you see them all together all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, the kind of nigga Math is, that means a lot when you come from where we come from, when you got niggas you can count on in any situation.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool. But at the same time, you can't hold a man that feels like he want to grow. You got to let a nigga grow. Hollow feels like, okay, that was him at one point, but then when he, I know a lot of niggas that was living that street. Like, I know a nigga that's a stone cold killer. And once he had his baby, he gave the whole street life up. And so am I wrong that I don't consider him to be that killer no more?
Well, I mean, you don't necessarily have to I think that deciding to be in a crew anymore, but also like still remaining friends, I feel like that's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what if the friends are not okay? Like, cool. Me and you grow up together, right? We grew up bugging.
Mm-hmm.
I'm niggas in the streets bugging, but then I decide, okay, nah, I don't want to do this no more, right?
Mm-hmm.
You still my friend, but I know I can't go out every day with you because you still living that life. I'm trying to stay away from it. Are you mad at me now because I decide that that's not for me anymore? He's still my nigga. If we go out and nigga go upside your head and I'm with you, I'm still gonna rock with you. All right, I'm on the phone. But at the same time, I'm not the nigga that, you know what I mean? I'm not that dude no more. So is that a problem? Would that be a problem? See, that's how I'm looking at it. Hollow grew. Hollow realized it takes a lot for a nigga to be like, yo, that's not me no more. A lot of niggas will call Hollow pussy now. I done heard niggas call Hollow pussy now. That's what that is. He's scared. So that incident, I know about the incident that happened. And a lot of niggas feel like that incident scared Hollow straight. Even if it did, he's admitting that he's not that person no more. You gotta let him be a man. You gotta let him grow. You can't keep him in a place where he no longer wants to be. So in my eyes, I feel like Mav needs to accept that aspect of it. Hollow is telling you that's not him no more. You're mad because he's not the nigga you once knew. He's telling you he's not that nigga.
And, to a certain degree, I will say, I will admit that Math is being like a little sensitive towards it. I still understand completely where he's coming from. Right. And especially being in a position of get jumped by somebody and you being friends with that person, you know what I'm saying? Still knowing what happened. I'm more so approaching it because of that situation. And it's just kind of like,
that rubbed me wrong too. And I actually spoke to Hollow about that. And he was just like, listen, he was friends with Disaster before he was friends with Math. And which is true from grind time, which is very true. But you joined the crew with Mav. You ain't joined the crew with Disaster. So either you were supposed to organize a one-on, get them together to square it off, or you were supposed to somehow, like, my whole thing was this. If I was Hollow in a situation with battling Disaster, my whole thing is fuck a contract. Ain't nobody gonna make me go against my nigga like that. So I know the money was good, but I would have told Mav, yo, these niggas called me to battle Disaster in Boston. But I would have also told Disaster, yo, I told Mav we battled.
Yeah, because you can't relate some information like that, knowing the severity of what just happened, and not let the other person know.
Especially if you call yourself both of their friends.
Exactly.
You understand me? So me, I just exactly what I told Hollow. I said, yo, you should have told both of them. You should have told Mav you would battle Disaster. You should have told Disaster you told Mav you would battle him. And then you should have let it play out from there. And however it played out from there, your conscience is clear.
Yep. Because at that point, both of them was aware of the situation that they could have possibly been walking into. Right. You didn't conduct anything. You didn't influence anything. You just put it out there in the air because you remaining neutral and you making it clear that you're not doing anything shysty behind the other person's back.
And Hollow even said he apologized for not communicating. He felt I was absolutely right.
Yeah, he said apologize for lack of communication.
Right, and that I feel him on. And that where I be telling the Math is like, okay, he's admitting to that part. Math is still holding him accountable, which I guess, I mean, you got to be held accountable for that shit. But at the same time, he's admitting and apologizing for that part of it. But that's the only part I really feel like Hollow is at fault at. I don't really feel like at fault with anything else. But he's admitting to not being that person anymore.
One thing for me watching like the little snippets of the face off, what I'm worried about Mav with in a battle is Hollow it seems like can get under his skin easy where it throws him out. Like, and if Hollow break up some personal, Mav gonna probably lose it or go crazy in a battle or so. You know what I'm saying? It's like Hollow seems calm.
This is a case of one nigga taking it way more harder than the other. Math is taking the situation way more serious than Hollow is. Hollow is not on it. Like Math is going off the whole loyalty thing. Hollow was like, yo, I'm loyal to my beliefs.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? So Math is a little bit more in his feelings than me because I guess he looked at it in a whole different light. He put that nigga on NYB. He damn near almost lost his life for Hollow. You know what I mean? Like, Hollow is looking at it like, yo, I'm not even that same person that you put your life on the line for.
Yeah, and I feel like with Hoffa coming at it from like that point of view and with that type of energy, I definitely feel like this is a dangerous battle for Hollow. I personally feel like he shouldn't have took it.
I think it's a dangerous battle for Hollow. Oh no, let me rephrase that. At first, before I seen the face-off, I thought it was a dangerous battle for Hollow. After seeing the face-off and how Hollow is really logically putting his stance, and then I see a lot of people fucking with it. A lot of niggas talking about Hollow battling Math in the face-off, and it's just like, yo, hold on. He made a lot of sense. Just coming from where I come from, you know, we street niggas, so we may look at it a little different, but I can't fault the nigga that don't want to be a street nigga no more. I can only fault niggas that claim to be street niggas, but they really not. But when you got a nigga telling you, yo, I'm not that person no more, admitting to it, I can't fault him. He's telling you.
True.
You understand me? It's one thing for him to be, yeah, I'm still out here in the streets, fuck all that, la la la. Then I would have been like, yeah, Math gonna kill this nigga because he's fronting. But he straight up here. You know what I mean? He straight here real like, yo, I'm not that person no more. I grew. I'm not out here. I'm not looking to hurt people no more.
See now hearing that side of it, you know what I'm saying, and hearing that way of thinking about it, I definitely do see Hollow side more. But I was definitely looking at it from you left Math hanging, bro. That was my only point. And I'm like, real niggas don't leave their homie hanging, no matter if you not that same dude or not.
I feel he left Math hanging as far as the disaster communication. That shit was whack. You know that boy. You know what I mean? You know, like he said, he also has a relationship. The problem with us is we don't understand the relationship he actually has with Disaster. We looking at Disaster like, oh, they jumped Mav. Oh, hell no. You NYB. That's how we looking at it. But he actually knew Disaster longer.
But that's the crazy thing. Like, we only know what we are shown. And time and time again, we've I'm not going to say only seen, but it seems like we've only seen Matt and Hollow together because we very rarely saw him and Disaster together.
Now, the thing that was bothering me at first, and I'm going to keep it real, this is the only thing that bugs me about Hollow, is that fact. When the day I battled Disaster, Hollow, Mav, and D Chamber, they all stepped to Disaster over some shit Disaster said about Hollow and made Disaster apologize. And Mav was holding him down that day. Mav was holding Hollow down. They all made him apologize. You know what I mean? So it's like, there was a time where you was going against Disaster and Mav had your back.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I could really be like, okay, that's the part that I can't fuck. But for the part, for how Hollow is explaining his stance to nowadays, I can't be mad at that nigga. That's like the difference between a civilian and a street nigga. If a civilian snitch, we can't even be mad. But if a street nigga out here snitching, he gets fucked up.
So well. Besides that situation, I know it was a video. I can't remember what video it was or what interview it was or whatever. But I do believe that they said there was a situation where, as a matter of fact, I think Matt, the one that spoke on it, he said that he went and defended Hollow's sister for him, like from whatever nigga she was talking to, whatever. And I'm like, bro, that's your family business that this man is stepping into.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even hold him down with the like that was the point. Like, yeah, with Matt doing that, this man put his freedom on the line. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He did. I know the story well. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And this is where I fall confused about. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you can't expect the nigga that's straight up to that's not him no more. Like he's telling you. Whether you want to say he's scared or he let whatever you want to say, he's admitting
to be honest, I don't even think that was ever Hollow's character. I think that he was like that because of the niggas he was around. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was ever a part of Hollow's character.
Well, you know, I mean, I know some stories about Hollow getting it in, so I can't really say that, but I know that.
I'm speaking from ignorance. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I got it with Hollow, so I can't say that. You know, I done say it.
I know Hollow. I know his cousin Jim Dutch. Them niggas was giving it up at one point. So it's just like I can't support the man for wanting to leave a certain life because he found a better one. That's all I'm saying. And Hollow found a better life, and he don't want to jeopardize his better life by doing dumb shit no more. And I can't.
You gotta respect
you can't be mad at it.
You just gotta respect it. Like if a nigga like me, I done, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, me, I write and direct for movies. Like I'm on a more business minded where I still rock with my partners who in the street stuff, but I can't hang with y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
right. That's all. It's part of both. It's part of being a man and growing. And the only thing I could fault if Hollow was out here fronting like he was still that street nigga, really wasn't. Then I'd be like, yeah, you fronting, but telling niggas he's not.